cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. Voy a cantar esta canción con mucho cariño de mi corazón a la República Dominicana, la casa del merengue y la casa de la bachata. La 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 la, la casa del merengue. La 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 la, y la casa de la bachata. Música, 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 te traigo música, 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 música de la República. ¡Ajá!
Hey guys, it's Claudia here in Claudia's Universe, and welcome back to my channel. As I always say, it's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you to my new subscribers. I am ecstatic. I am ecstatic. So, and most appreciative. So, let's get this video on the road. And this video deals with gratitude and happiness coming from within. Joy, gratitude, and happiness emanating from within us and not from anything without. You either are grateful or you're not. Someone can give you something all day long, and if you're not grateful, you just won't be grateful. I am so grateful for this top. I love it. I'm grateful for my love for fashion. I start with the joy of little simple things, like the joy of going into the Goodwill and looking around at the different fashions there and bringing to that experience all that I am for what I love with the pieces and selections and colors and styles that I love. So my joy emanates from within, so I can go into Goodwill and not Fashion Nova or Boohoo, but have just a resplendent delight in putting together pieces from the Goodwill. Same thing as I did when I went into the store in Florida and found this at the Dillard's warehouse. It was the delight of being in there for me to lead me to this particular item and its shorts that go along with it. Perhaps I'll do a video and show you the whole outfit and show you how I styled it. But it starts with that joy for fashion and style that sweeps out into the world and delights me and others who come into contact with me. Same thing with hair, wigs, weaves, and that sort of thing. That joy is within me. And so I can get this wig and make it vibrant and make it sassy and bring all that I am to it and all my joy. And here I am with it. Same thing with makeup. I have a passion and an absolute utter delight with makeup. So when I made up for this video, every stroke, every dab, every smear had in it my joy for makeup, my delight in looking at a spread of makeup and deciding how I'm going to paint my face. And the makeup doesn't have to be of a certain caliber. It could be from Sephora, it could be from the mall, it could be from the dollar store, it could be from a department store. That is not where the real joy lies. The real joy lies in me getting up, making up, going to that bathroom mirror or wherever the mirror is and deciding, okay, I love the palette that I am. And I'm going to paint this palette and just delight in the whole process. Why am I talking about gratitude and joy emanating from within? It's because when I went to the Dominican Republic for my 60th birthday, the week of January 11th, I saw joy in the making. I saw joy manifesting. How? Where? I was in my Airbnb and my beautiful hostess, Agua, came and said, Claudia, would you like to go and participate in a social service kind of activity with me? And I'm all for that. I'm all for anything that's giving to other people, anything that uplifts other people. I am with it. So when she extended that invitation, I said, of course, I would love to go and participate in your social service type activity. I really had no idea other than possibly maybe she would go to maybe a home for the elderly or some other type of setting and just be there as a beautiful soul talking and laughing. Something similar to what I used to do when I was teaching, and I would bring my beta club and my classes or students who wanted to participate in my classes to homeless shelters and nursing homes. And we would bring the joy within us to the people in these places, and they would love it, absolutely scintillate and glow in our presence. And we would glow, of course, in theirs, because sharing that joy and receiving it sets scintillation in progress, in process. We drove up into a community that was indigenous. It was an area that showcased extreme poverty. So when I drove up and got out and started walking around, and I looked at these very diminutive little houses, makeshift houses, it reminded me of pictures I had seen of places in third world countries. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is really something to see and experience and bring myself, all of me, to this, because this has to be, I know it was, a reason, one of the major reasons I found myself in the Dominican Republic celebrating my birthday. It was something that was humbling the people were so happy. They were glowing with joy and gratitude for us being there. They said it. I could feel their joy and gratitude. My battery died. I don't know if they had plumbing. A lot of the people had candles within their homes. I got a chance to look in some of the homes. They were very dark, very closed in, a very closed in space. And you will see a little of that in the video to follow. But even though you will witness the dire poverty, the theme of this video shines brightly through the smiles, the sparkling life in the eyes of the children and the adults. And it shows how the human spirit can rise above poverty. Because I don't know what the path of those children will be. You might have in that crowd of children jumping up, laughing, and following the fitness directions and singing songs. We never know who those children will be tomorrow. They might be the Jay-Z's of the world. They might be Beyonce. There might be Barack Obama in that crowd. There might be a Toni Morrison. We don't know. Some of the music I will have to mute, but you will still see the life that was a part of that community. You will hear the beautiful laughter of the children, small up to teenagers. Yes, I did notice a baby walking around with a soiled diaper, and the baby kept stumbling and falling, and some of the young men picked the baby up, and it was just wonderful. Put her back on her feet and got her walking again. It was just a human experience. It was an uplifting experience at the same time that it was a sad experience, because I saw people with the will to live, with the will to rise above the abject poverty that they lived in. And I saw them glad to have me and the others and Agua and her little sons come and be a part of their world. And I'm going to share that clip with you. And I hope that it brings a joy to your heart. I hope that you know that wherever you are in this walk of life, that you can rise above any situation you feel is holding you back. Once you look inside and realize that that warmth, that glow, that the sheer joy of laughing and standing up again if you should fall, and welcoming each day with a warm embrace to say, I'm going to be the best that I can be in this day. I hope this video gives all of that to you, because that is the spirit in which I share it. So, stay tuned, sit back, and just watch joy in action. Thank you so much for viewing this video to this point, and I hope you continue viewing it, and hopefully you will go over and view my vlogs of the Dominican Republic. So without further ado, embrace the joy in your heart and watch these joyous people enjoy us.
Todos con los bracitos para arriba, levanten la mano. Ay, no, ¿qué está comiendo eso?
It's so cute.
Ya, como para la ropa. Necesito un vasito con agua de grifo para mojar los pinceles y una receta o un trapito, algo. Esa es la hija de ella. Ahí se parece a la madre. Estaba preparando comiendo tanta mesa. Busca la mano. Pero se queda en función de la... Dime.
baby. They're so pretty. Hola, ¿cómo está usted hoy? Ah, maravillosa, gracias. ¿Y quién es? Con mucho gusto, me llamo Claudia, de la canal El Universo de Claudia, aquí en YouTube. Gracias. Nadia's laughing.
Lynette Peregrina Gomez, or people call me Nadia. I miss the state.
Oh,
The Trump is crazy.
baby. We love you, Trump.
Sure do. I need to change the immigration law. I need to get back home.
You know that's right. Hopefully, there'll be some handsome guy who can come to the island, and you'll like him and go back and meet him and go back as his esposa, okay?
I'm gonna pray on that.
¿Quiénes son los niños que van a bailar? ¿Están listos para bailar? Tienen que decir sí. Pero ya va, chicos, yo no me sé su nombre y me lo quiero aprender. Pero ya va, de una forma muy particular. Cuando llega 3, todos me dicen su nombre. Los adultos también me van a decir los nombritos. Al mismo tiempo, ¿les parece? Vamos a ver qué tal suena eso. 1, 2, 3. Pero es que los adultos no dijeron el nombre otra vez, una vez más, nada más. A la cuenta de 3 decimos todos nuestros nombres bien fuertes. 1, 2, 3. ¿Desde cuándo uno? Sí, ya me sé todos los nombres. Pero me lo preguntan más tarde. Vamos a bailar. Mira. Siempre desde el número 1 hasta el número 8. Facilito. Desde el 1 hasta el 8. Y en el 8 volvemos a contar 1. Vamos a probar. Todo el mundo con algo. 1,
1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1,
2, 3. Siempre vamos a contar el número. Ya no es. ¿Cómo lo llaman? Cuando yo diga hamburguesa, el niño pasa por debajo de la pierna del adulto.
Nadia, she did. Thank you so much for viewing this video. If you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. Make a comment below. I love comments. I will give you my response. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Besitos y abracitos todo el mundo.